What's up guys, it's Crouching Hippo here, and this is something a little bit different. I was asked by FPS Cinema to do a commentary for one of their gamers, SWAT Delta 12, who this gameplay is. Now this is on the PS3, and I'm a PC gamer, so I invited a mate of mine. Like, say hello.
Sure. What's up guys, it's RazAttack1327. You may remember us from my other videos. I'm a PC gamer too, so, you know, let's see how this goes. I'm here giving Crouching Hippo a hand.
Yeah, so it's all pretty new to us, so I'll get the easy stuff out of the way. We're using the, well, I'm not using it, SWAT Delta is, the Scar H with the silencer, the Rafika with the MW2. He's got Claymores, which are doing pretty nice kills at the moment. And he's got the kill streaks are Harrier, Favela, Chop Gunner for, you know, ranking up the kills there. And he's using the Scavenger Pro, Stop and Power Pro, and Steady Aim Pro. Now, straight off the bat, you know, Favela is a close quarters map. You know, it's very tight running areas. There's quite a few alleyways to watch out for, and at the moment he's pretty much covering the C flag, and he can also see towards the B. And what we've also noticed is he's dropped a Claymore, which is covering the back end of him. So, you know, he'll hear if someone runs past. It'll either kill them, or you know, he'll hear the click, and he'll, well, there's a good example. So yeah, when you are playing Favela, always watch out for the Claymore in the bushes.
Right, I mean, I really like the fact that this guy's at two places at one time, even when he's not. His teammate over there, AL Martin 98, he's on the window covering the other end, so they kind of have a 360 panoramic view of the entire map, have all angles covered, defending C. And one good thing to note here is they have the middle flags, so when you have the middle flag and any of the other flags, you don't have to worry about anyone sneaking up behind you. If you have only the middle flag, then you know you're in a world hurt because they could be anywhere.
To be fair, it's one of the hardest flags to cap in Domination in Modern Warfare 2, because usually what you'll find is that most of the time it is a 360, well, like fish in a barrel, I think is probably the best way to describe it. You know, you get grenades, you get flashbangs, you get the noob tubes, kill streaks, you know, like Predator missiles. It's one of those areas that if you can cap the B flag as soon as the whistle goes, it will stand you in a lot better chance of actually winning the game. And you know, I would say 9 times out of 10, if you get the B flag, you should win the game, purely because you know, it is one of the most difficult ones to cap.
Yeah, and a surprisingly good kill streak here. I never expected you know, Harrier, Pavelo to work out so well on this map, but his opponents don't seem to have a lot of good anti-air going on, so they just seem to be running right for the flag, and he's just racking up kills, staying inside with his Harrier and Pavelo up there. He's got a chopper gunner going now, which we'll see some pretty cool kill streaks with that coming up.
I mean, that is one thing you do need to bear in mind when you're playing this, is that if there is air support in the air, you know, and especially chopper gunner, get indoors. Don't stand outside like these. For some reason, his opposition love standing outside with the red boxes around them. You know, you should always have an anti-air setup. You know, like with Cold-Blooded Pro, like the Javelin or the Stinger, or one of those two, running around with it. Switch out to it as soon as you die. Also, don't stand too close to where your friends are, because even though you've got a Cold-Blooded Pro on, it only removes the red box. You know, they'll still be able to see your heat signature. So, you know, when you run out with it, try and get somewhere fairly safe. And yeah, well, there you go.
Oh, there's one stinger launched.
What, one stinger?
The damage is done. Right, it was a bit too late.
It was a little bit, yeah.
Right. One thing I like about this guy is he's got a great sense of direction. It's, you know, he's not just playing with his eyes, he's also playing with his ears. And where he's not, his Claymore is, as mentioned before, but also the fact that he knows where people are simply by the directional audio. I don't think any of them are running Ninja Pro, but what he's doing well, they're not. None of them seem to have any idea where this guy's coming from, even though he's just running around with Ninja Pro. And right here you see the fact that he's running with Scavenger Pro, but he also picks up another weapon, the ACR, and he knows where people are, so he lobs some nades inside. This guy seems blind for some reason. And another Claymore. And he's moved on from one side of the map to the other, so people that were, you know, getting just used to him, how his playstyle, they now have no idea where he is again.
Yeah, so what he's doing now is they've got the A and B flag, so it's not spawn trapping as such, but they're containing the opposition around the C flag, which is, you know, is very good, because if you can keep them within a reasonable amount, well, within a reasonable area of where their flag is, then that will stop them spawning behind you. So you can sort of contain them in that area, stop, keep killing them, but don't push too far, because then they'll pop up by the A flag, and of course then you have to cap the C flag and then leg it back up towards the A one, and just hope that they haven't robbed it in that time.
Well, I just want to mention one thing. He's a sentry up there, and I think he threw a flashbang up there. It does affect sentries, so he probably saved the teammate from getting killed over there. Yeah, because the sentry gun is not his own, so...
But going back to the perks, Scavenger is an absolutely amazing perk. Personally, I'm a massive fan of it. You get to run around, replenish your ammo, which as you get better with the game, you find that you do go through a lot of ammo because you're not dying as much to sort of respawn with it. And also, when you're moving around the map with the claymores, it allows you to set up the claymores, which covers like your flanks or your back ends as you're moving around, so you don't need to worry about, oh crap, do I really want to put this here? Am I going to spend a bit of time here? It's just a lovely little perk.
Right. My personal preference though has always been one-man army, simply because when you switch out to another weapon, you get that weapon back with full ammo. So you kind of have, 2 weapons for every situation, and also if you want to get ammo back, you can change it. A lot of people abuse it with, grenade launchers and, swapping out to a different gun with a launcher, but in a match, for example, where there's no one around, it's good to do that. But here you see this guy has no problem whatsoever. People don't know where he is. They don't listen to sound well. This guy's not running around a lot. So a lot of times they're just running right into his line of fire, and he does an excellent job of, just stopping them. That's the only death you'll see for sure.
Yeah, you're meant to give it away, mate. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I know a few people are probably watching this now saying, well, he's not playing to the flags. But what he is actually doing is pretty crucial actually for his team winning. I mean, you're looking at the score, 144 for 98 at the moment, and he's making sure that they're not getting close to any of the flags. So his teammates are doing well, they're capping the flags for him, and he's just holding the opposition. You'll see some lovely spawn trapping a bit later on in the video, some absolutely amazing gameplay.
So at this point here, his team's actually lost all the flags, but it's not really his fault, because he's done a good job protecting the only street in the game from the car park. And right now he moves up to the rooftop. And Favela having all these rooftops, there's a lot of death from above going on here, but there's also something you have to be careful about. It's all the little rooftops and little windows, you can have people sticking out.
Yeah, you're very open actually up on the roofs in Favela. I mean, there are a few little areas where you can sort of like tuck yourself into, get a couple of kills and move on. But when you get up on the roofs, expect to get shot at, expect flashbangs, and expect predator missiles. I think that's probably quite a nice way of describing it. Yeah,
one good thing though, you get the height advantage. So as you saw earlier, he lobbed 2 rifle grenades down there, and you can only really effectively do that if you have the height advantage on people. He's got both his kill streaks up right now. I think he's waiting for the chopper gunner.
There it is.
And there we go.
And then this is actually where he starts the spawn trapping, and it's quite down because his team's now got C and B back. So obviously the enemy are respawning around A. So he knows exactly where he's going to be looking now. And as you can see, there's 5 guys there. So there's 1 guy knocking about with cold-blooded on, but I don't think he's too worried about that. And now he can sort of push the enemy, keep them up by the A flag. His teammates are also pulling in their air support, which is absolutely brilliant. There's some very, very good team play going on here. Because that's one of the things which is quite irritating actually, is when you're playing a game and all of a sudden, Favela comes in, chopper gunner comes in, and then it's followed straight up by like stealth bomber or like the Harrier strike. So fair play to the guy, they've done well. But we are coming towards the end of this video, so if you'd like to do a quick roundup, Raz.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure watching this. I mean, just look at that triple kill, and I think he just mows people down.
Yeah.
And he ends up the match with a nice 61 for 1. It's not often you can see this. I mean, you see a lot of really good montage gameplays, but what this game's all about is good, consistent play and good map awareness, and that's what we've seen here today.
Yeah.
What are your final thoughts on this?
No, it's absolute. It was absolute privilege, to be asked to do a commentary over the top of it. Because the gameplay is solid throughout. There's no dithering, there's no nade spamming, there's no like taking the piss or camping in corners. The guy's out and about, he's moving around nicely, and he's getting rewards. He's getting the kills, he's getting his kill streaks, and he must have been chuffed to bits when he saw this. So I'd like to say, big thanks to Raz for coming on and giving me a hand with this.
Yeah, my pleasure, as always.
Take care, mate, and thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it. We'll finish up just with leaving this game now. Take care. Bye.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. There you'll find the latest updates from our premier directors and the Machinima Respawn team.